back to Mr. Buckall's channel. It's a rainy day in the Maritimes, and today we're going to go over the bore cut method for firewood bucking. What is a bore cut? A bore cut is when you're using the lower quadrant of the chainsaw bar to establish the cut into the middle of the log. Okay, so on a typical cut, we're using the bottom part or the top part if you're coming up. And on a bore cut, we're going to use this section here to initiate the cut, and once it's into the wood past the corner here, then you can change your angle, and then the saw will pull itself. It'll pull itself through the cut into the log. I'm going to show you guys the path of the chain when it goes through on the cut. And the tip starts out here. We're touching the bottom, just the bottom, just the bottom. Then here we're going to start changing the angle slightly because we've covered enough that the tip is now into the log. And as we start pushing and turning into the cut, the chain is going to pull. It's going to, here we're not doing much here except we are changing the angle a bit, and the chain is now pulling itself through the cut until it comes out the other side. As soon as it comes out, you'll know it. You'll know it as it changes, and then as soon as it changes, it's going to start. It's going to cut with this part here. Once it gets here, and this is going to pull down, and then we cut down, and then there's a strap left on top, and then come back up, finish the cut. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Okay, see, I went down into it, and now I'm about to change the angle, and it's going to pull itself in. See, now it just came out the other end. We're not cutting with this anymore, we're cutting here, and it's going to pull down, and we're going to be able to finish on the web cut. Okay, now we're going to do it again, and we're going to go just non-stop. I'm not going to stop for explanations on this one, and I'll show you again. Now I use the bore cut when I'm bucking wood a lot, because I feel it's a little bit safer in cutting in a wood pile where you have a lot of firewood pieces that are cut and on the ground. And when you're using the bore cut, you always have a strap of wood at the top. So even when you go through and there's wood behind, even if you did hit something and it would have a big kickback, it would kick into the log you're cutting. So it's a safer method. So we're going to go over a couple of the pros and cons here of this bore cut bucking method. And the pros is the posture. You stand up straight to buck the wood. It does keep the tip off the ground and not touching the ground. It's safer once you're into the log. The log itself protects you from kickback occurring. If it would occur, once you're out on the other side, then the kickback will push the saw into the log you're cutting, and you have this much wood, so it's going to take all the power and it won't kick back. And then the pinching. There's when you cut this method, very little pinching can occur. Here are a couple cons that the safety is a pro. It's also a con, and it's an advanced technique. So a lot of people are not comfortable using it. So it's a bit of because it's an advanced technique. And then the pinch, there can be some situations where it will pinch the bar, more of a pinch twist, where it's cutting both on the top and the bottom, and it'll twist. When it's smaller logs, mostly the logs have to be fairly small in diameter and weight, and it'll twist and it'll bind on both sides. It'll stop the chain. This cut is not a cut to play around with. If you don't understand what's going on with the geometry at the tip of the bar, don't use this cut. Just don't. Okay, thank you for joining us on another episode of Mr. Buckall. And if you like this episode, let me know. And if you like the technique, let me know. If you use the technique, let me know. If you had your head cut off by the technique, you can't let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe.